a very heated discussion in the Board of Supervisors room, and that lasted about 4 months until December '07, when the Board of Supervisors passed the 25 plants per parcel that we currently have in Mendocino County. So in June of '08, the voters of this county passed Measure B, and in June of '08, the Second Appellate Court in Los Angeles also passed what we refer to, or they heard a case called the Kelly case. And the Kelly case is a very significant case. The Kelly case has now been accepted by our California Supreme Court to be reviewed. We don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know what their answer is going to be, of course, but we do know that some very high-powered judges in a state, the most high-powered judges in our state, are going to be looking at the confusion. And if you're sitting in this audience on a nice summer evening and there's other places you'd rather be, I have good news for you if you came here to hear the answer of where we are. The good news is the Supreme Court is going to give us an answer. We don't know what the answer is going to be, but everyone, including law enforcement, including the growers, including the non-growers, the courts especially, want to hear what is the answer. So I'm going to save you time. If you came here tonight to hear what the answer is of where we are and what the limits are in Mendocino County, you can save a lot of time. You can pack up your bags and you can leave right now, because neither one of us can tell you what the law is, because we're waiting to hear what the courts are going to tell us what the law is. And it's a very confusing state. I'm looking out at the audience, and from the faces I see, I can assure you I've had one-on-one conversations with more than 75% of this audience, and I know most of you. That tells me that everyone in this county is concerned about where we are, because Mendocino County, once Tony Craver and Norm Vroman started the trips around the state to see where we're going, the state legislature in Sacramento was looking to Mendocino County. What is Mendocino County going to do on this? And we were the first county to have something like Measure G, and the backlash of Measure G, I think we can agree, was Measure B. So historically, that's where we are right now and how we got here, and it's been a very bumpy ride. And law enforcement, really and truly, on this three-legged stool, we're merely the leg that enforces the law. So we have one leg that makes the law, and that's the state legislature and the voters. Then you have the law enforcement officers, and you have the law interpreters. And those are the brilliant people in black robes that we look to for the direction. And we're looking to those people in San Francisco at the Supreme Court right now to say, give us an answer, because everybody wants an answer. So right now the sheriff's office is in a situation of not knowing exactly what the law is. And I think that there's a fine line we have to go down. And I've said many times that the number one culprit of taking away the innocence of Mendocino County is the commercial marijuana grower. It's not the person who, if you want to call it mom and pop, I don't believe in a mom and pop grow, but I think we all understand what a mom and pop is. That's not the situation that caused Measure G to be on the ballot or Measure B to be on the ballot. It's the people who are abusing our county, the people that really don't care about Mendocino County. And they're the ones who caused an incredible amount of environmental damage with water, with pollution, with wildlife, killing wildlife. I've been to marijuana grows where there's 4 carcasses of deer and 1 carcass of a bear there, because these critters decided that this green thing in August was a good thing to eat, and so the grower said, well, I don't want you here, and so they killed them. And they don't have the connection to Mendocino County like I would think most residents of our county have. And they're the ones who this year we're going after. We've eradicated, as of 2 days ago, our numbers are 257,000 plants this calendar year. So over 250,000 plants we've eradicated, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt, the vast majority of those are absolutely commercial grows, and a few that are not absolute commercial grows, there's going to be an argument in court on whether or not they think they're commercial grows or not, but we're saying they are commercial grows. And so that's where we're going. We're going after the large grows, the large gardens. And please don't raise your hand and say, define large garden, because I've seen plants this year in our county that are already 14 feet tall. Well, a 14-foot tall plant, and you have 25 of them, I'm going to tell you right now that's a large garden. But 50 clones that are 6 inches tall, I don't think would meet the criteria of a large garden. And so what I'm telling you is, because of where we are with the courts, each case is being looked at individually. And there's people who are very much in supportive of Measure B that are saying, you know, damn it, we want the sheriff's office to eradicate these things. And we're saying, we don't have the numbers. We can't, it's not like the old days where we only counted to 25 and say, all right, now we're going to eradicate. The Kelly case is very significant, and it's taken away a lot of the ability to be black and white on what a marijuana, a large commercial grow is. So right after the Kelly case came out, our Attorney General, Jerry Brown, came out with an 11-page guideline. I have 40 copies of it here, and I would ask, if you're interested, that you take a copy of the Attorney General's case, opinion, because it's very significant. It's probably the first document in California where all of these laws have been married together on one document, and it makes sense. I had the honor of spending quite a bit of time with our Attorney General in February this year. And I called his office in December and made an appointment, and I showed up at his office in San Francisco in February, and we had a one-on-one conversation. And that conversation led me to believe that